Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails to Azure Part 44. In the previous video, we came down to the Azure Wetlands where the Ouroboros is growing out of control, and I did all this dungeon off screen, at least up until the end of it, but there were a couple story cutscenes that I skipped through, and we've reloaded so that we can proc those on screen. There's two of them. This first one, wait, what? Oh, yeah, there it is. This first one I kind of skimmed a little bit. The second one I pretty much completely skipped, so I don't know what's said in it at all. But there's old Aeolia.
エオリアさんじゃねえか。しかしこれは
茨のツタ。
プレロマソウとは違う植物のようだが。
とにかく解放しましょう。
おっと、気づいたみてえだな。
よかった。ここはディオちゃんがいるってことは天国か何かかしら。もちろん違います。
冗談を言えるということは意識ははっきりしてるみたいですね。
ええ、ちょっと体の力が入らないけど、ミシェルさんに頼まれて来てくれたのかしら。ええ、実は
Boyd and the others briefly explained the details surrounding their search and rescue mission.
そうだったの。私とリンは幻獣と青い花の
Also, don't mind the very creepy assassin standing with us.
調べているうちに厄介な相手と遭遇してしまって。
厄介な相手？
やはり幻獣かい？
人間よ。
But I think is pretty ominous.
それもおそらくウロボロスの連中ね。工房で聞いた。中世の騎士のような格好をした凄腕の娘たちを連れていて。
So I'm guessing this means that you don't fight Walled in the wetlands after all?
その子たちの相手をするだけで精一杯だったわ。
騎士の格好をした娘たち。
あの連中か。
戦っているうちに私はリンとはぐれてしまって、道化師とかいう男の子に拘束されてしまったの。
He's a fool, alright.
それであのツタみたいなのに動けなくされてしまって。
拘束して放置か。マニアックな野郎だな。
ランディさん、そういう問題では。
話は分かりました。俺たちはこのままリンさんの安全を確認します。
待機中のメンバーがいるのでこちらに来てもらいますね。ありがとう。リンをお願い。あの子手強い相手を見ると。
Yeah, like when you tried to fight us, am I right?
了解です。
こりゃグズグズしている余裕はなさそうだね。
Okay. And, well, I guess we'll talk to these guys, see what they say. Whenever Lynn encounters strong opponents, she tends to lose control. If she seriously tries to fight these knights, I don't see her coming out of this unscathed. I'm begging you, you have to find her, please. Why would I switch Wazi out? It's kind of weird that they, like, force you to keep Ellie. I guess maybe she's, like, has some role in the actual end of dungeon cutscene or something. Who would have guessed the society was wrapped up in all this, but why would they be in a place like this, and what are they hoping to accomplish with their scheming? So now we're going to load our other save. I think it's this one? Is the one right before the next story cutscene? Now this one I completely skipped. I didn't read any of it. The first one, like, I would have probably, like, Alt F4'd out of it as soon as we procced it. But I had already done, like, fishing and combat in the very first section, so when I procced the cutscene, I didn't want to have to, like, redo all that. And then at this point I decided I can just save before we go through, and then just reload and do them on screen. That way I can still do the story cutscenes, and also not have to do the whole dungeon on screen.
リンさん、大丈夫です。
どうやら命に別状はなさそうですけど。
おそらく力を使い果たして落ちてしまったのだろう。どけ、カツを入れてみる。
ああ、頼む。
Sure, why not? I mean, that's not the craziest thing we've seen Yin do. And we could have just cast Palos or whatever the spell's called. That would have worked too.
そうか。あのまま落ちてしまったのか。
リンさん、どうやら状況はつかめてるみたいですね。
ああ、面目ない。そうだ。エオリアは無事なのか。はい、心配いりません。
Lloyd and the others explained the events that had happened until now to Lynn.
本当にすまなかったな。まだまだ私も修行不足か。まさか母まで子供扱いされるなんて。
So I'm guessing it's gonna be a fight that we're like not supposed to win.
騎士の格
Like
好をしたと
one
い
of
う
those.
娘た
If
ち
we
のこと
actually do fight a lady.
いや、あいつらも手強かったが、一人別格な奴がいてね。強いなんてもんじゃない。次元が違う。
That or it's gonna make us fight these 3 subordinates only. That'll be the actual boss fight or something.
アリオスさんでも叶わないかもしれない。
おいおい、そんなのありえんのか。
ヨルグさんが言っていた使徒の一人かしら。鋼の異名を冠した恐るべき達人らしいですが、多分そいつのことだろう。それと道化師とかいう少年と
I guess all 3 of them are here.
見かけた。いくら伝説の教師を連れていても分が悪いかもしれないよ。
それは
我が名はいい。どのような相手であろうと、必要とあらば滅
I'll be honest, Ian. You're not really setting the world on fire. I'm not too impressed with you in terms of gameplay combat.
お前たちがおじけづくなら、同行はここまでとしよう。
ちょっと待った。
いくらあなたでも一人で行くのは無茶だわ。
とりあえずノエルに連絡してこのお姉さんを任せようか。
大丈夫ですか？尋常ではない相手みたいですけど。
Well, the game doesn't support having more than 6 characters at a time. You have to stay here.
ああ、とにかく様子を伺ってくる。
ま、鋼ってやつとやり合うことにならねえよう気をつけておくか。
I think, well, we probably couldn't take her, but you know, I like to think we could.
ああ、それがいいだろう。ごつい鎧と長いマントをつけていたからわかるはずだ。アリオスさんたちも来るんだし、くれぐれも無茶はしないでね。
ええ、わかりました。
了解です。
それじゃあ行こうか。
The Fool and those knights are bad news on their own, but the woman with the helmet, she's in a different league than them. To be honest, even with that, you know I can't say that word, with you, I doubt you can hold a candle to her. We'll see about that. You have time for baseless assumptions, then you have time for resting and healing. To relieve Lynn is okay. Then again, those Ouroboros people may have taken it easy on us. Why? What are they doing here in the first place? The steel maiden we heard about is here. Jorg's warning was right. She must have been unlike anyone we've ever faced. Arius and the others should be arriving soon. So I guess it's going to be one of those, we like fight her for a little bit, or fight her subordinates. Even though we're going to easily beat the subordinates, it's going to act like we're going to lose, and then Arius is going to come in and they're going to run away. That's the plot summary. And here we are at the end. Didn't really do like any grinding or anything, just because the enemies here don't give Sapith, so I didn't feel like it was worth it. I think we did do some orbment changes. Tio has cannon again now since it leveled up, and the disparity between arts isn't as great. And plus, I just think the passive for cannon's a lot better than the passive for Pixie. I think that's it. Maybe like a couple, I think like Shield Breaker got, I think this used to be where Action 2 was, and then I moved that up just to, for no real reason, but we did that. We got this Evade 3 from a chest, so we could re-equip Randy's evasion stuff and have him be the one true evasion god, but I don't really know if there's a point, because some of the attacks, it seems like, you know, a lot of like some of the special attacks and magic and stuff you can't dodge anyway, so like evasion seems really good, but maybe not necessarily worth going 100, like trying to get like 100% evasion, depending on the fight.
ここは
ごい膨大なエネルギーが集まっているみたいです。
それにやっぱり嫌がったみたいだぜ。
これはものすごい場所だね。ここまで活性化しているのなら
Now we don't see the
そろそろ準備はで
subordinates.
きているのかな。
そういうことなんだろう。ああ、さぞかし面白い見せ物になってくれそうだ。白面殿が生きていれば。さぞ
Oh,
楽
yeah.
しんで
I was like, Faceless. Where have we heard that before? Yeah, that was Wiseman's nickname.
間違いないだろうね。でも博士に加えて教授までクロスベルに来てたら収集がつかなくならないかな。グロリアスまで持ち出して二大国に喧嘩を売ったりして。
それはそれでなかなか面白そうじゃないか。
あれどうしたの？やっぱりこの程度の使命簡単すぎて気乗りがしない？
すべてはあの方の意志。依存などあるはずもありません。それよりも博士、カンパネルラ、どうやら客人のようです。
あなたたちは？
どうやら予想以上の化け物どもが揃っていたようだな。
ああ、君たちか。遊撃士のお姉さんたちは身動きを取れなくしたはずだけど。どうやってこの場所を突き止めたんだい？
Space magic.
一応企業秘密ということで。
しかしなんだか面白いことをペラペラ抜かしてたじゃねえか。
さすがに見過ごすわけにはいかなくなってきたかな。
Actually, in Crossbell, there's no law against evil schemes.
察するにクロスベル警察の新人諸君といったところかな。
クロスベル警察特務支援課のものだ。結社ウロボロスの関係者と見受けるが、まずは身分を証明できるものを提示してもらいましょうか。
And if you could do like a cool anime pose as you say your name, that'd be sweet as well.
身分の証明。彼は何を言っているんだい？
警察としての手続きを踏んでいるんじゃないの？僕たち相手に身分証明って悪い冗談にしか思えないけど。
まっすぐな若者ですね。要求に応えられないのは心苦しくはありますが。
ダメだロイド。常識が通用する連中じゃなさそうだぜ。
教団の連中あたりと同じだと考えるべきだろう。
彼らと一緒にされるのはさすがに面白くないね。
Have you looked at yourself in a mirror, dude?
いいだろう。自己紹介くらいはしようじゃないか。F ノバルティスだ。
I feel like we've seen that name before.
ウロボロスの第6中にして13工房を任されている。どうか気軽に博士とでも呼んでくれたまえ。
Pass.
なるほど。あなたの仕業だったんですね。動力ネットのハッキングに使われた不可解なコードを開発したのは。
ほう、あのコードがわかるのかね。あれはアストラルのコードといってね、結社のネットワークで使われている。
博士。
Now, if you want to go ahead and just tell your evil scheme, that'd be cool with us.
そういえば教団の被験者でエプスタインの連中が拾った娘というのがいたか。どうだね君、その才能を結社のために生かすつもりはないかね。
お断りします。
ゴーン。
Please do that again.
ゴーン。ゴーン。ゴーン。ゴーン。
Oh my god, that's incredible. Okay. We haven't done that in this Let's Play yet, so
連に逃げられたからといって
I feel like we get one free pass.
で、別にレンの話はここでは関係ないだろう。
さて、次は私ですか。
Her name is
我が名はアリアンロード。
a fancy name.
ウロボロスの第7中にして鋼の名を冠されています。どうか見知りおきを。
なんて澄んだ声。
ごつい鎧を着ているが女みてえだな。
信じられないほどの威圧感だけどね。
貴様が結社の最強の使い手というわけか。
Well, we don't necessarily know that.
確かに身震いするほどの陶器の持ち主のようだが、この院を前にしてその余裕どれだけ保てるかな。
I mean, okay, Yin, I'm sorry. I feel like you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like, I feel like, you know, in your strength, like striker from the shadows, you probably shouldn't fight directly head on.
おい、いい。
どうしてそんな。なかなか興味深い対戦カードだとは思うけど、その前にここの主が戻ってきたみたいだね。
何？
主？
巨大なオーラの接近を確認。大型の幻獣が来ます。
Okay, we're fighting a big monster instead.
なんだと？
一体どこから？
Oh.
この魔獣は幻獣スフィンキマイラ。古の幻想が作り出した聖なる花園の番人といったところかな。
いやはや、こんなものまで実体化しているとは。これは計画の精度にも期待が持てるというものだよ。
Big curious lines of dialogue there.
狙うなら連中を狙いやがれ。
話は後だ。速やかに重複する。
Okie dokie. How do I play this game? Poison breath? Okay, I mean that's not crazy damage. Yeah, you run over there. Lloyd, do your thing, buddy. Start whacking and smacking. 70,000? It's a lot, but it's not like a crazy amount. Wish I could, like, move you into a position, like, right in that corner and then attack, but just go in there. Do your thing. Run away, Tio. Or at least split up. And then... well, if you heal, you'll be able to get a rush, so I think you... can you... go ahead and for the mega heal? Well, you can just regular heal in Tio. She's got such little HP. Okay, good counter. Okay. Get the Randy Randerson with a big heal. You've almost got burst already. Probably just want to go... God, I really don't want to give you the crit. But I also don't want to ult with anyone. Don't really want to do this, but I definitely can't let you have the crit. I would like to have analyzed, but I'm not ready to use my ults. We could have maybe ulted with Tio. That would have been probably fine. So I think you normal attack, Randy on his next attack buffs himself, and then we start going to town. Or, I mean, you could force actually Calamity Claw, definitely. Probably hits everyone. It can be dodged, though. The evasion is doing work. I was shit-talking, I wasn't really shit-talking evasion, but I was like, maybe, you know, evasion isn't necessarily, you know... I mean, I do think having extra CP gen on Randy is probably better, since so much of our damage output is based on burning rage. What am I doing? Yeah, analyze. Okay, weak to Mirage. Ooh, he gives Heaven's Eye. Oh, I wouldn't mind having a little Heaven's Eye action, not gonna lie. Yeah, we need a Burning Rage again, or Burning Heart. One of these days I'll figure out what it's actually called. Yeah, go ahead and burst, I think. And then, do you know Mirage? I mean, you have Chaos Brand. It's not like amazing, but should do pretty good damage because he's pretty weak. Do it. Give yourself a little bit of stake. And then go for it. Well, actually, I would love the crit, man. I don't know how to. You know what? Just go for it, and then you can use your regular ult to for the crits. $7,000. I mean, honestly, you ult as well. Oh yeah, Lloyd's other ult leveled up finally. I shouldn't say finally, but he's got his AoE ult back at level 2. And we did just do like 20k damage in a couple turns. That's pretty cool. You know, Wazi can handle the heal, you go for a Silverthorn. Okay, this fight's, I mean, I shouldn't say it's a joke because who knows what's still left up their sleeve, but so far this seems to be pretty... And we still have Tio's ult, which we haven't even touched. Which we probably should just to be safe. Yeah, probably to block this crit. We could have Wazi crit. We'll just go ahead and do it just to ensure that we're able to get the quick win. But you like barely hit us. Dude, if Arias has to come in and save us from this, I'm gonna be so mad. Because this fight is like, I mean, not necessarily the hardest fight in the franchise. Trying to think, is there anything we want to do? We'll probably just analyze with, well, you won't be able to analyze with Tio. Unfortunately. I think he used Warcry. Now, it would be absolutely hilarious if we ended up dying somehow, which, I mean, it's theoretically possible. If he has, like, a super attack or something, like that one boss. We are about to lose our what you call it? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, his defense down, his defense is back. Now if you had hit Lloyd, so Lloyd could counter you, now that'd be good. Man, wow, Yin, what a legendary warrior. Oh man, what are we ever gonna do if we had to fight Yin? God, it's so strong. Our damage has fallen off a little bit though, after we went for the burst. Okay. I think we'll probably have Randy buff Lloyd's CP so we get the Burning Rage while he's buffed. Honestly, go for the Forte. We seem like a little tiny CP heal. Don't we have like a liquid, like something that just gives CP? Yeah. Slurp down some purple liquid, Lloyd. It's good for you, I promise. And we even got a defense down from Lloyd's auto attack. There we go, 6,000. Oh, we might. Oh, we're not gonna get a team rush, are we? Whoa, wait. You can. Try. Don't we have some way to res statuses? That. Grants blessing. No, we don't have any way to dispel statuses. Because isn't Lloyd's fainted? Oh, I would love to get this team rush. I don't know if there's. I don't think there's any way we can get it. Unless Wazi like instantly goes after he casts a spell. Oh well. Okay, let's pick it up. Since we've been kind of floundering a little bit, just kind of taking it a little too slow. Still have Wazi ult, which maybe does some damage. We'll probably Wazi ult in this crit. Yeah, there we go. That's the damage we're looking for. Goodbye. Actually, Lloyd had crit. Oh well. I'm just saying, if it's presented as like we're getting our ass kicked, I'm gonna be fucking fuming, dude. It's like one of the easiest end of, well, I don't know if it's actually the end of the chapter. I assume it probably is, but it's like one of the easiest end of chapter boss fights in the entire series. It like doesn't do anything. Okay. Lloyd, we were never in any danger.
結構やるじゃない。
素人にしてはなかなかといったところかな。その魔道場とやらも財団の連中が作ったにしてはそこそこ完成度も高そうだ。
Theo never used her staff. I mean, she casts spells, but that's not why she's good.
てめえら。
Or that has nothing to do with her staff, I should say.
ウロボロス、そろそろ答えてもらおう。クロスベルの地で何をしようとしている？
Because we're still like at max HP, guys. We're ready for round 2.
まさかとは思うが、グノーシスを新たに製造したのもあんたたちじゃないだろうな。
魔人化しちゃった不良のリーダーくんか。
I've been kind of under the assumption that it's not Ouroboros doing anything with Gnosis. I feel like it's still like an unknown third party.
僕も見物させてもらったけど、
Like,
なかなかの弾けっぷりだったよね。
because I'm still under the impression that someone was working secretly with, Yakum? I kept wanting to say Wiseman for some reason. I mean, they are basically the exact same character, but, well, I mean, they're a little bit different, but obviously aesthetically they're very similar, and their role in the story. But I felt like Yakum was probably working with someone else.
もう少し突き抜けたら結社に迎えてもいいんだけど。
はぐらかすな。質問に答えてもらおう。
君たちがそう思うのは無理もないとは思うが、私たちはあくまで計画の進行度を確かめに来ただけさ。七葉脈の活性化の度合いと約束の日のタイミングをね。
約束の日。
Yeah, but that's not scary or nothing.
どこまで思わせぶりなんだっつの。
もはや言葉は尽くした。ここから先は力を持って口を開いてもらうことにしよう。
Yeah, and you're gonna get hurt.
そうするしか
道はないみたいだね。
You gotta go dance tomorrow.
やれやれ。
さすがに僕じゃ君たち全員の相手は無理か。
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a second phase or something, like a second fight, since that last one was like, I mean, that just felt way too easy.
ここはあなたにお任せ
I mean, granted, like the
しちゃっていいかな
previous end of chapter boss fight, the ATV wasn't like hard either, but it at least like took a long time.
仕方ありませんね。
He's ready to drill.
やり
中世の騎士が使っていたランスみたいだけど。
おいおい、そんな骨董品を持ち出してどうしようってんだ。
Yeah, not really the most practical weapon to ever be used outside of on horseback.
問答は無用。
But we're in anime land, okay? It's cool looking.
互いに獲物を取ったからには全力を持って当たるがいい。さもなくば命はないぞ。
来る。
Okay. Are we actually fighting? No, we're just getting our ass kicked. Alright. That's cool, whatever.
まさか今のは。
I would actually prefer it if it was an actual, like, scripted loss fight. Granted, really the series doesn't really... I mean, it has scripted losses, but, like, every, fight that progresses... Like, there are always fights that you technically can win, even if the story doesn't really recognize it.
超高速の月を一呼吸で数十放ったのか。
But it's always, like, more impressive when they make you fight an actual enemy and, like, in combat and you get your ass kicked, as opposed to, they just beat you up in a cutscene.
ありえません。人間のできることでは。
But then again, if it was an actual combat section and then you could beat them, then it does kind of undermine their power a little bit. So, I don't know.
ほう。鋼の聖女の槍をしのげる人間がいるとはね。
東方人外の魔人なんて呼ばれるだけはあるみたいだね。
なかなかの反応です。ですが先代と比べると未だ迷いがあるようですね。
Oh. So that's how we find out. As like as soon as I heard the crack, I'm like, oh, it's her mask, dude. Hey guys. How's it going?
リーシャ。
すごいな。気配を変えてたのか。
こりゃ傑作だ。インの正体がアルカンシルの準ヒロイン。
Dude, the tabloids are gonna love this shit. Campanella's gonna be rich.
さぞ面白いドラマがありそうじゃない？
皆さん大丈夫ですか？
You don't want to teleport Richa?
ノエル、それにアリオスさんたちも。
Because I mean, as long as you don't look back, at least they won't know.
来てくれたんですね。
あの者たちは
ヘビの連中か。
道化師カンパネルラ、それに13工房の管理者に鋼の聖女か。
ほほう。あれが風の牽制かな。
レーベに匹敵する腕前らしいけど。
風の牽制。まみえるのは初めてですか。なるほど。噂にたがわず素晴らしい腕前のようですね。
I'm trying to remember. Is the Steel Maiden supposed to be the Anguis in the chapter 3 or in Trails the Third, the side story at the end where they're all talking about their secret plan? And I know one of the Anguis talks about how Loe's the only one that they ever have to try against, but it's still very much implied that they slap Loe around. So that, I guess that does kind of maybe establish some power levels there. That this lady, if that is who this is, then that means this lady is definitely stronger than Arios.
世辞は結構。あなたのように人の域を超えるまでは到底至っていない。特に その槍の前では一軍すら引かざるを得ないだろ
それが見抜けるだけでも大したものです。
アリオスさん、よもやこのまま見逃すのか。
う。まさか。だが状況はこちらが不利だ。
Oh, there's the subordinates. Oh, they're like little Valkyries.
民たちがやり合った。
全然隙がない。
よい、ここでなぶる必要はない。
は
承知しましたわ。マスターの仰せのままに。潮時みたいだね。
計画の進行度と七葉脈の状態も確認できた。そろそろ私も仕上げに戻るとしよ
う。待て！
さすがにこのまま見逃すわけにはいかん。
一つ忠告しておきましょう。こたびの計画において我らはあくまで脇役に過ぎません。
何？
じきに獣たちが放たれ、この地に混乱が招かれるでしょう。されど目の前で起きる悲劇にとらわれすぎぬよう心得なさい。
Okay, so maybe it's just like part of the plan is just to have the grass grow everywhere and have the entire country like overcome with cryptids.
それではごきげんよう。
But we still don't really know like, you know, exactly how Ouroboros benefits from destabilizing Crossbell.
またの再会を楽しみにしててくれ。
I mean, there's, you know, some hints that, you know, it's one of the only countries that they don't have like a lot of influence in, so maybe destabilizing it could let them have more of a foothold. I mean, that kind of makes sense. But we don't know if it's something more specific than that. Like if there's one thing in particular they need from Crossbell?
ウロボロス、とんでもない連中だな。
リーシャ！
リーシャさん、そろそろ稽古に戻らなくてはいけませんから。失礼します。
See you, gotta go dance. She fucking got out of there, dude. Yo, what the hell was that?
信じられないことばかり起きて、ちょっと現実感がないわね。
I kind of figured she would have just like teleported away and not at least let everyone else see her.
まるで夢の中にいるような気分です。
I mean, she can definitely probably trust the SSS to not go telling everyone, but and Arya's probably as well. I don't know about Scott and Wenzel.
確かにそうかも。
Because I mean, granted, I mean Yin is a criminal, right? So
バルドのことといい、悪夢の類だとは思うけどね。
I guess there is a bit of responsibility to expose Reacher.
だが紛れもなく現実だ。
アリオさん、
結社の連中は予想以上の手がかりを残してくれた。この場所の意味、そしてじきに放たれる獣たち、呆然としている暇はなさそうだ。
はい。
獣たち、まさか。
そうか。動力波が届くんだよな。
ええ、ギリギリ大丈夫かと。
はい、特務支援課バニン。
ダドリーだ。
Ooh, the Dudster? The Doodles himself?
湖の南岸へ向かったと聞いたが、今そちらにいるのか？
はい。いろいろあってアリオスさんたちも一緒ですが。
ならばちょうどいい。ついでに連中にも伝えておけ。赤い星座のメンバーが一人残らず死んだ。
Wow, that's I feel like we've heard that before.
できればオルランドから話を聞きたい。
I mean, depending on how they I mean, them kind of disappearing I mean, I could see that's something that they did willingly, but obviously you have to think it sounds very familiar to what happened to Revanche, right? Where they all just disappeared against their will. But I also feel like Red Constellation's like a lot stronger, that they wouldn't be able to, you know, be taken over like that. But my initial thought is that they've left to their own will, or at least they're, you know, left to go hide and scheme. Lloyd relayed to the group what Dudley had told him. Also, one second. Alright, I'm back. I just had to check something really quick, but I had to make sure I wasn't about to run out of hard drive space, because I wasn't initially intending on... I didn't think I was going to be able to record today, but I got like a couple hours to jam stuff out, but I had forgotten to clean up a hard drive, because these videos are really pushing the limits of my storage, if I'm being honest.
まさかインの正体がリーシャさんだったなんて。てっきり男の人とばかり思っていたんだけど。
どうやらあの格好の時には気配を変えていたみたいだね。ひょっとしたら体型なんかも変化させていたのかもしれない。
そんなこと普通の人間にできるの？って普通じゃない人間に最近何人も会ってるよね。
Feel like we're going to see a lot more of that as we progress, Noel.
どうやら私の感能力も欺かれていたようですが、ロイドさんは思ったほどには驚いていませんでした。
I mean, Lloyd did have that very revealing talk with Risha. Now, whether or not he necessarily knew she was Yin, but it shouldn't be that much of a surprise to him.
そうだな。ちょっと前にリーシャと話す機会があったんだけど。
小さい頃からそのために生きてきました。気の遠くなるような昔から祖先が受け継いできた道、今となっては何のために歩んでるのかわからない道を。
まさかとは思ったから、それ以上は考えなかったけど、どこか彼女がインである可能性を捨ててはいなかったみたいだ。
そんなことが。
考えてみりゃ、ただの素人がアルカンシェルの準主役に抜擢されるわけがねえんだよな。
あのイリアさんが強引に誘って特訓したそうだから、妙な説得力があっただけだろう。
To be fair, she's done the exact same thing with Sully, so...
しかも、インが現れた時期とリーシャがクロスベルに来た時期もちょうど一致するみたいだし。
兵ゆえのツァオさんあたりは正体を知っているんでしょうか。
Yeah, that's never really made clear. I wouldn't be surprised, but...
まあ、彼女の立場なら秘密にしているのが普通だろうね。下手に素性なんか知られたらいいように使われるだけだろうし。
That also makes sense, but, I mean, it's not like her secret was super well hid. I mean, I don't know.
そういう意味では、あまり正体を触れ回らない方がいいかもしれないわね。
I mean, it is and it isn't well hidden.
課長はともかくしばらく様子を見てみよ
う。He does like to drop vague, ominous references a lot, so... But I guess anyone who's not actually close to Risha wouldn't be able to pick up on that.
それに、今はヘイユエより赤い星座の方が優先だ。
このタイミングでおじきたちが姿を消すとしたら、準備をした上での行動だろう。多分、一気に動き始めるぞ。
そうか。
Yeah, we don't really know, because I mean the fact that they've stayed here after their initial protection duty is over is interesting. We don't know if it could be something simply as simple as just having a force already within the city if the Empire does end up trying to be aggressive, or it could be something more nefarious. Like, we don't know if it's straightforward, their role here in Crossbell. Because, I mean, you gotta think, if you do plan on invading the city, having a mercenary corps already inside and set up seems to be a pretty big boon.
失礼します。
来たか。
ようやくの到着ですか。
Lady, we just went halfway across the fucking country.
すみません。少し立て込んでいまして。
状況について教えてくれるか。
伝えた通り、この建物にはもう誰も残っていない。およそ100名近くのメンバーが出入りしていたと思われるが、全員ジオフロントを経由して行方をくらませたようだ。
Now, do you think they restocked the chest while we're here? We should probably go investigate. Actually, never mind. The Revanche dungeon's fucking awful, isn't it? Yeah, let's not investigate.
ジオフロントを経由して。ですが、そんな道はなかったはずでは。
どうやら爆破工作で強引にぶち抜いたようです。ジオフロント B 区画の仮想に出る抜け道が発見されました。
そんなこと
を。やれやれ、とんでもない連中だね。
それだけではない。旧ルバーチェの密輸用倉庫の大部分が改造されていた。それも重火器を扱うための本格的な訓練整備施設としてな。
まあ、おじきどもだったらそのくらいは平気でやるだろう。いつでも実戦に臨めるよう常に感覚を研ぎ澄ませておきたい戦闘狂ばかりだから
な。なるほど。
オルランド、率直に聞く。連中の狙いは兵ゆえか、それとも駅や空港へのテロか。
I mean, I assume their objective is whatever they're being paid for.
さすがにわからねえが、兵ゆえが狙いならこんな風に姿を消したりはしねえはずだ。駅や空港も連中なら苦もなく占拠できんだろう。もっととんでもない
I guess we technically, like, actually now I think about it, it's never really made 100% clear if their job for the Chancellor was just to protect him. I mean, they could have been hired right after to do something else. So we don't really know who they're working for. They could just be working for someone else entirely. They may not even necessarily be tied to the or on the Empire's payroll anymore.
ということは、
まさかオルキスタワーを占拠するつもりとか。
そいつはありそうだが連中の好みからはやはり離れているかもしれね
え。へえ、好みっていうと、
両兵が本領を発揮できるとしたら野戦かゲリラ戦、つまり正規軍を翻弄できるような入り組んだ地形の戦闘が好みだろう。それこそ市街地全般や起伏の多い山岳地帯とかな。
あ、確かに車両の動きも制限されますし。
And also, I mean, taking over a tower, like, I mean, then you're just kind of trapping yourselves in, and you're not gonna win a siege or anything when you're in the middle of a city.
だとすれば、捜査一課ダドリーだ。
You know, even though they're, you know, supposedly super competent, there is still the numbers that works against them.
ああ、課長。どうもお疲れ様です。なんですって。
なんだ。
このタイミングで。
ダドリーさん、一体何が。
警備隊からの連絡だ。 正体不明の武装集団がマインツ山道方面に出現。
Okay.
パトロール中の部隊が撃破されてしまったらしい。
Oh, so they're attacking. I didn't figure they were gonna do that suddenly. Why would they be attacking through mains?
こちら司令部第3中隊に告げる。武装集団の規模は不明。市内に潜伏していた傭兵団赤い星座の可能性高し。マインツの住民に被害が及ばぬよう最大限配慮せよ。第3中隊了解。これより武装集団の
いい。 I'm surprised they were able to just casually walk out after the thing exploded.
なかなか悪くない反応だね。実戦は3ヶ月ぶりかな。やっとテスタロッサを満足させてあげられそうだよ。
なんだこいつら。
総統戦開始。まずはトンネルまで抑えよう。歯向かうやつは皆殺しでいいよ。
やっ。
I just don't really, I don't know. It's hard to really tell what they're trying to accomplish here. It makes me kind of, I think the bigger worry is that this is a prelude for something, larger, right? Like the Empire trying to invade from the other direction? Or through Belgard?
隊長、いかがしますか。
そうだな。ここで頑張られてもうざいし、ちょっと遊んでくるよ。フォローはお願い。
よ、隊長に続くぞ。
さあ、テスタロッサ。獲物はまだまだ残ってる。
I hope we get to beat Shirley's ass.
シャーリーと一緒に目いっぱい楽しんじゃおう。
車両の陰に隠れろ。
Sir, you just got shot 100 times. I mean, honestly, I hope we get to kill her at this point. I mean, I doubt the game would let us kill a 16-year-old, sadly, but, she definitely deserves it. I mean, you could maybe have, like, some sympathy, you know, in the same way you have, like, for Randy, where, you know, kind of brainwashed from birth into, like, this very fucked up culture, but, okay. Yeah, I mean, you probably shouldn't be taking pictures of, military installations. Just send us in there, man. We'll start whacking and smacking, clear things up quick, fast, and in a hurry. You can even send in Arios to back us up if you feel like we need it.
背後に何者かがいるのは間違いないでしょう。それも通商会議の時と同じく。
I mean, one thing about this is, I mean, shouldn't this strengthen Crossbell's calls for independence? Because it's like, hey, look, I mean, A, if you could ever link the Jaeger attack to the Empire, which probably wouldn't be too hard. And B, it could be like, hey, these treaties that have artificially weakened our armed forces have resulted in us being, like, falling prey to terrorism? Like, I don't know. I feel like this actually, in a way, could be used as PR to strengthen Croiss's independence calls. Now, I guess you could also look at it like, hey, look at this. If you had the protection of the Empire and Calvard, this wouldn't have happened. So, I mean, it kind of depends on how you want to spin it. But if you could link the Jaegers to a foreign power, then it would be a very easy, like, spin for this is why we need to be independent.
その可能性は高いと言わざるを得ませんね。このクロスベルでも情報局の将校が赤い星座と頻繁に連絡を取り合っていました。
こうなってしまっては帝国政府に泣きついてみるしかないんじゃ
How
な
about
い
you
でしょうか。
beg them to fuck off?
もしくは共和国政府に頼んで味方になってもらうとか。
いや、すでに昼間の時点で帝国政府には問い合わせている。返事は当然ながら身に覚えがない。
I mean, I said they just like disregard the treaty and start buying up tanks like quick, fast, and in a hurry.
そしてこれは私の責任だが、独立提言以来共和国政府にも協力を頼める状況ではなくてね。
そんな。いえ、決して市長の責任で
I
は。
mean, granted, it's probably not that easy because really it seems like the only place that produces tanks are Erebonia and maybe Calvard. So, who knows where you're gonna buy them from, but you maybe get some airships from Libra if nothing else.
いずれにしてもこのままでは自治州政府としても正式な抗議声明を出すしかないだろう。しかし何はともあれマインツの住民の安否が気になる。
民間の飛行艇に依頼してなんとか上空から確認はできました。現時点では略奪などの行為が行われている気配はなさそうです。
ですがマインツの住民が人質である状況は変わりません。食料の備蓄も心配ですし、ぐずぐずはしてられませんね。
無論だ、すぐに対策を打とう。警備隊の被害はどの程度のものだったかね。
人的物的被害ともに甚大と言わざるを得ません。現在予備戦力のすべてを参道に展開している状況です。
そうか、相手は戦闘のプロだが、あくまでミラで雇われている集団だ。
Yeah, yeah, that's what I remember saying back. It's like Croy should just pull out the pocketbook and buy them off.
交渉次第ではこれ以上の惨事を食い止められる可能性もあるだろう。
Now, does he have more money than the entire empire? I mean, probably not. I don't know.
警察の諸君には市民の不安を抑えてもらうと同時にそのあたりの可能性も探ってほしい。
了解しました。
直ちに
ギルドとも連絡を取って手を尽くしてみますか。
遅いな。
It's kind of bad to be eating our hot pot now. I feel like we should definitely be up there.
あんなことがあったからには無理もないと思うけど。
はい。今頃オルキスタワーで今後の対策について話し合われているんでしょうね。政治的にも難しい問題だし。
バルドもそうだけど、難しい時期にとんでもないことをしでかしてくれたもんだね。
ねえねえみんな、課長が帰ってこないんだったらやっぱりお鍋はやめとく？
Whoa, 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 let's not get ahead of ourselves.
いや、遅くなったら先に始めてろって言ってたしな。せっかくキーボーが用意してくれたし、俺たちだけでも先にいただいとこうぜ。
でもランディさ
鍋のことはともかく、ランディ、無理してないか？こういう時だからこそ俺たちを頼ってくれたら。
もちろん頼ってるっての。前にも言ったが、おじきたちとの縁は切れている。今さら古巣が何をしたところでそこまで答えるってことはねえさ。それよりも今は飯を食って休めるうちに休んで。
And then go up and kick their ass tomorrow, right?
明日に備えるのが先決だろ。
Right?
それは
そうですね。お腹が空いては戦はできないって言いますし。
ランディのそういうタフさにはいつも助けられているわね。
ですね。
まあ今日は湖の方でもとんでもない連中と出くわしたし、早めに食事を済ませて休んだ方が明日のためになるかもしれないね。
そうだな。よし、それじゃあ鍋を始めよう。キーヤが準備してくれたから、肉、魚、野菜 たくさん食べて早めに休んで明日。
いただきます。
キーヤちゃん、あとは私たちに任せてお腹いっぱい食べてね。
Yeah, don't worry about all the soldiers being slaughtered. Just sit back, relax.
サイトはお肉とお魚を後で冷ましてあげます。
Now I'm thinking about it, like, I don't even... Like, the bracers wouldn't be able to get involved, right? Because it's, I don't know how it works with Jaegers. So I know they can't get involved in, like, actual, like, military conflicts, per se. Like, not directly, at least. But, since it's an unofficial group and they're targeting civilians, they should... Or, maybe not targeting civilians, but civilians are in danger. They should be able to get involved, right? Randy, you know you can't sneak past Lloyd. Lloyd, hit him with a friendship speech. Or at least be waiting down there or something. Don't let him get away.
行くのかい?
Oh, it's Wazi.
お前か。たく、なんでこんな夜更けに起きてやがるんだっつうの。
行きつけのバーにちょっと引っ掛けに行っててね。
Wasn't there something about going to bed early?
まあ、僕はこういう性格だし、別になんとも思わないけど、さすがにみんな怒るんじゃない？
だろうな。だが、こいつは俺の問題だ。
Absolutely not. It's the entire city of Crossbell's problem, which makes it our problem.
おじきやシャーリーは関係ねえ。ましてやロイドたちを巻き込んでいいわけがねえ。俺自身のケリをつけるためにここを出ていく。
Just a Randy, come on. Just a stupid thing to say.
ただそれだけの話だ。
まあいいけど。
And while I'm fully confident that, you know, the SSS can beat their ass, Randy by himself is going to get mollywopped.
君といい、バルドといい。男ってのはバカばっかりだよね。どうしてそんな不器用にしか生きられないんだい？
ほっとけっつうの。しかしお前から聞きたいと思ってたんだが。
Maybe now's not the time to ask that.
本当のところどっちなんだ？
何を言ってるのかさっぱりわからないね。君のもう一つの推測については当たってるとは思うけど。
なるほどな。昔何度かやり合った連中と似た匂いを感じてたんだが、あの娘と初対面っぽかったのも不利だったってわ
けか。I'm thinking people Randy would have been in contact with back in his Jaeger days. You're playing dumb around that girl too.
そうなるかな。黙ってくれていたお礼に明日の朝しらばっくれてあげるよ。 好きなように暴れてくるといい。
ああ、恩に切る。
まあ、彼が抜けるとちょっと戦力が不
You're
安。
telling me, man. Does that mean I gotta use freaking Noel now?
場合によったらアッパスにフォローに回ってもらうか。
I'm like, I don't know if it's something just as simple as like Wazi was also like a Jaeger or something, or like in contact with him. But I feel like that's too simple of a, or straightforward of an explanation. I feel like it's definitely something more vague than that.
ケリをつけてくる。じゃあな、ランディ。
そんなこんな書き置きだけ残して。
すっかり昨日の言葉に騙されたな。くそ、エニグマまで置いていくなんて。
Well, that's just dumb. I mean, I know you don't really use your arts that much, Randy, but
ダメです。周辺の人たちも全然見かけていないみたいで。
and we know where he is.
多分人通りのない深夜に出て行っちゃったんだろうね。
でも一体どこに？ケリをつけてくるということはマインツ方面でしょうか？
ああ、その可能性が高いだろう。
それなら参道に展開している警備隊からも連絡が。
そいつは望み薄だな。
課長。
チャック、いつも散らかしてるくせに妙に小綺麗にしていきやがって。警備隊にも問い合わせたが、奴の姿は確認されてないそうだ。多分マインツに向かうにしてもまっとうなルートは使わねえだろう。あれでも百戦錬磨の元両兵、正規軍の目をくらますことはいくらでもできるはずだ。
それは少しは私たちのことを頼ってくれていると思ったのに。
まあしばらく様子を見るしかないかもしれないね。山岳地での軍事行動ほど両兵の得意分野はないだろうし。
I kind of didn't read the line. I completely disagree.
追いかけようにも手がかりすら見つからないんじゃないかな。
いや、多分ランディも夜のうちにはマインツ方面には行ってないと思う。ひょっとしたらまだクロスベル市にいる可能性すらあるかもしれない。
どうしてわかるんですか？
簡単なことさ。もしランディが本気で赤い星座の武装活動を何とかしようとしているなら、今のあいつの獲物スタンハルバードだけでなんとかなると思うか。
That's true.
確かにどう考えても無理がありますね。
ってことは奴が両兵時代に使っていた何らかの武装、それを調達するのが先ってわけか。
はい。
たく、こんなことならあれを持ってくるんだったな。
ランディは昔かなりの火力の動力ライフルを使っていたと言ってました。それをクロスベルのどこかに保管しているみたいなんです。
なるほどな。
Yeah, because I think I remember in the opening, his weapon did look more like a rifle. Maybe that's what it's maybe that's what it was supposed to have been.
それじゃあ市内で彼が立ち寄りそうな場所を回ってみれば、ランディさんの行方を突き止められるかもしれない。
確かに調べる価値はありそうです。
ああ、そう思ってさ。ワジ、検討外れだと思うか？
いやさすがに予想外だと思ってさ。いいんじゃない？聞いててなるほどと思ったよ。それで彼が立ち寄るとしたら市内のどこが怪しいのかな？
Where does Randy go a lot? I mean, the first thing is obviously the casino.
やはり旧市街周辺が一番怪しいかもしれない。
But yes, lady makes sense as well.
交換屋のアシュリーさんは裏で武器も扱ってるし、ギオーム親方なんかも重火器の扱いには詳しそうだ。
カジノのドレイクオーナーも
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
知って
thinking.
るかもしれませんね。
That maybe he entrusted it with Drake since they actually seem to be fairly close.
ランディさん、しょっちゅう遊びに行ってたみたいですし。そうね。それに確かランディがクロスベルに来た時以来の知り合いじゃなかったかしら。
やつも災難なこった。うまく撒いたつもりがお前らにかかりゃあっという間に尻尾をつかまれちまうんだからな。
確かに。
当然です。こんな勝手リーダーとしても許すわけにはいきません。なんとか行き先をつかんで絶対に連れ戻さないと。
当たりきしゃりきです。ええ、首に縄をかけても連れて帰りましょう。
ランディ、大丈夫なの？
ああ、絶対に連れて帰ってくるから。
ええ、何も心配いらないわ。キーヤはツァイトと一緒にお留守番をしていてください。
うん。ロイドたちもくれぐれも気をつけてね。
I wouldn't mind saving the video game, by the way. And so I guess that wasn't the end of the chapter. Because,
ああ、他の場所にも手がかりがあるかもしれないけど、とりあえず市外に出ている暇はなさそうだ。
幸い、今朝は新たな支援要請が来てなかったみたいですし、多分昨日の事件の影響で本部も混乱してるんでしょうね。警備隊もかなりの被害を受けたみたいだし。ごめんなさい。あなたの立場からしたら人事じゃないわよね。
いえ、そうした危険も私たちの職分ですから。それに今はあくまで特務支援課の一員です。行きましょう。ランディ先輩を捕まえに。
ああ。
Okay, well, we will begin the search for Randy in the next video. I mean, I guess, like, dialogue and everything's updated today. Now, it has, we don't have to leave the city or anything, but I guess we'll still talk to everyone just in case there's, important stuff hidden there, even though it does feel weird. Like, part of me's like, I feel the urgency to, like, oh, we gotta go find Randy immediately, but then it's also like, hey, how's it going, old man? People are saying Eric Boney is responsible. That's the case, a ban their every win won't be enough to protect Crossbell anymore. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it, well, also, I think the bigger worry is that this is obviously, like, prep for a larger invasion. But we'll have to see how things are going. Are we gonna use Ellie or Noelle? Ellie did get boosted to 73, what? Why is Ellie stronger than us? How? How, bro, how? I mean, I guess we'll use Ellie. Do you guys ever learn new abilities? Like, Ellie, you still have all the same stuff, right? Ellie is definitely better from a combat perspective, I think, than Noelle. I mean, Noelle's got some good stuff, like Heavy Smash is really good. Yeah, that's kind of it. Because, I mean, Sleep almost never works against strong enemies. I do like her Aura Rain ability. Strike Bell's awesome. Holy Bullet, it's not quite as good anymore since it's 60 CP now. I don't know. I'll think about that in between videos, since I'm probably just going to record this one video today. Because I don't really have enough time to do like one more full video of this series, since they can be anywhere from 1 hour to 90 minutes. But yeah, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.